Hello friends and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I am Brandy, and you guys, it has been a few months since I posted last. I have missed you guys so much. I am so glad to be back. I cannot wait to catch up with you guys. I've had some health issues, we've had some shed issues, and just pure chaos going on, but it's all good because we're going to organize it all together. I'm going to catch you guys up on what has been going on, plans going forward. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. But before we do that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. All right, let's go. As you can tell, we are starting off in the garage, and it is very early and it is very cold outside, but my husband had to work, so I needed to get him to help me move stuff to the basement before he left. And if you are not new here, you are probably saying, Brandy, why are you moving stuff back to the basement in the house that you guys are supposed to be selling? Well, that is because we ran into a little issue with the shed that we finished out. We did not insulate under the shed, and we ended up with some moisture issues back in August. And so life has just kind of, I would say, fell apart, but we're all, well, mostly healthy. And you guys, we can't rush. What will be done in God's time will be done in God's time. And I struggle with that. I like to plan things out, and sometimes you just cannot plan these types of things out. So we've just kind of been on cruise control the last few months. We noticed the moisture problems back in August, and we had to get everything out of the shed immediately. We had to get the floor ripped up, and this white dresser, the wood dresser, and the couch that are all right here were in the shed. So of course we brought it home. It had started raining, and we just literally shoved it into the garage. This clip makes me laugh so hard right here, and I've had to do this voiceover like 10 times, but it's almost like me picking up my mental health and then just shoving it off to the side. And I feel like that's kind of been what this year has been all about, but it's all good. I hopefully can see a silver lining, even if things don't work out the way I think they're going to. I do have an idea for the stuff in the garage, and up until this point I have been so drained and I just didn't know what to do with everything. But we are going to start with moving this couch. This thing is insanely heavy. It's super awkward to carry. It's a sleeper sofa. We struggle getting it in the doorway in the basement, so the fact that we've moved this thing in and out and in and out and in and out is just a lot. But we do have family coming up for Christmas, and it does have a really nice memory foam mattress inside of it. So we are going to move it back to the basement for what feels like the 10th time. And my husband has already mentioned that the cabin should be livable within the next week. But as you can see, our house is not ready to be listed and take pictures. So we're actually going to just kind of sit still until at least the spring, and then we'll list. And that'll give me time to get this house in order, because clearly it needs a lot of help. But now, thank goodness, we are inside. It is seriously is so cold. This Florida girl is still trying to like acclimate to the weather here. I'm just not used to it. We did go ahead and just put all of the dresser drawers in the entryway because we were trying to be as quick as possible. I've got some stuff out of storage, and that's just another story. You know how hard it is living out of a storage unit? Oh my gosh, it has been a year, you guys. Like, it has been a year. So we're gonna go ahead and take these dresser drawers. The wood ones are gonna go to the basement, and then the white ones are actually gonna go upstairs. And my son has decided he wants to use that dresser, so I'm going to switch out the gold knobs, because this was my daughter's dresser before I did her built-in in her closet, so she doesn't actually need a dresser anymore. So I'm going to switch out the knobs, and then he'll be able to have this dresser instead of the cube organizer that he's currently using, which will then be able to go to the basement. I am actually really excited about my plans for our basement. So let's go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then we will chat about that.
While the snow is gently falling, what I
So, as most of you know, we have 4 dogs, and our most recent pup that we got was Stormy, and I'm pretty sure I got to share her with you guys for a few months before I took my little hiatus. And Stormy is probably 5 or 6 times the size she was back in March. I do believe she is in some of my clips when I'm cleaning the kitchen, so you'll have to look for her. But she is a great Pyrenees, and you'll have to let me know if you have any tips or tricks to controlling the dog hair because it is just next level. And as you can see, I'm kind of going back and forth with this picture. I don't like it. It's not really symmetrical with the other side. So you'll see later that I do come back and switch it out. We'll come back to it. But right now, we're going to go ahead and start mopping. I'm going to be mopping the old-fashioned way. This is my favorite floor cleaner, the Mr. Clean Meadows and Rain scent. And yes, I just did that. I tried to wring out the mop head from the wrong side of the bucket. You guys, that is where my brain is at. Like, that is literally where my brain is at. I do have a Tinko and I love it, but I feel like with the amount of dog hair I have every single day that I have to vacuum first anyway. And then there's just nothing like a good old mop and bucket. If you saw earlier when I was vacuuming, I do have that massive box in front of my front door though, and that is actually a narwhal vacuum and mop in one. And it was not cheap. I did get it for Black Friday, but still, I'm like debating if I'm actually going to use it, so I'm scared to open it. So if you have a narwhal mop vacuum combo, you'll have to let me know how you like it. I'm kind of iffy on the mop part. Can it really do a good job with mopping? I'll put a picture of the one I ordered here, so you'll have to let me know. Because in theory, with having our house listed, whether we're living here or not living here, it sounds like it would be so easy to just run the robot vacuum and mop, and then I could be doing other things while that was doing the vacuuming and mopping for me. But now we're going to go ahead and work our way into the dining room, and I got to give you guys a warning. It's not pretty. You know I do a lot of my storing of things in my dining room, and today is no different. Today I'm storing a refrigerator in my dining room, which by the time I filmed cleaning the dining room, Milo just stuck his head in the freezer. The refrigerator had been moved out to the garage, you know, because we had to use the space we had just cleared from taking the stuff to the basement. You guys, you know I keep it real around here. There's no sugarcoating. But we have been living out of this like hats and mittens bin. I feel like that's kind of normal for us. I usually take it upstairs and stick it in the closet, and we just kind of pull out of it as we need it. I'm hoping to come up with a better plan for that though. And yes, I still have a lot of Christmas decorations not put up and not taken out of these bins. I actually had a hysterectomy at the beginning of November, so I did put up my Christmas tree and quite a few other decorations before I had surgery. I just didn't get around to putting everything up, and then by the time I felt up to it, it's like right now. So I am going to put a few things out. I know I'm just literally going to be putting it back away like in the next week or two, but it's okay. We'll get to enjoy it while we can.
Let's go outside. The snow is falling down, and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you.
I was trying to figure out what to do with the Tinko if I do keep the robotic vacuum, and I had the brilliant idea of taking it to the basement. How awesome would that be? Stormy does go down there just because she has to follow us everywhere, but it is not nearly as bad dog hair wise down there. So I think the Tinco will be able to handle that really well. And then also while we're showing the house, it'll be really easy to just quickly do a vacuum and mop down there. And then I can have the narwhal up here. And then I'll just have to old school vacuum and mop upstairs, or I could even just run the robot upstairs, maybe. I'm not sure how that works, but now we're going to go ahead and start clearing off the dining room table. As you can see, there's a lot going on, and our dining room table does collect a lot of stuff. And honestly, we do eat here every single night. So typically, when my son or husband or youngest set the table, it typically just all gets put in a pile either on the floor or on like a bin that we have on the wall. I knew I was gonna do that. I knew I was gonna do that. Every time we move this table, I hit my head on that light. Actually, everybody hits their head on that light when I move this table. But we had to move the table to get the refrigerator out here because we needed to hook it up to an outlet. We got a new refrigerator for the kitchen because the KitchenAid that we had was awful. I have no idea how much the previous owners probably spent on that thing, but it leaked so bad. Like, it was constantly leaking. The ice machine was just not right. It wasn't great, and it was probably very expensive because it was a KitchenAid, but I just did not like it. So we did go ahead and replace the refrigerator. So now the next owner will have a nice brand new refrigerator that doesn't leak. And you'll see the new refrigerator when I'm working on the kitchen, and don't worry, we still have the plastic wrap on it because I'm terrified of like revealing the stainless steel. So yes, the plastic wrap is still on it if you're wondering why it looks a little funky.
Been longing for you, just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk, and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh.
So I was determined to do the whole tree in a basket trend that you've seen, and I actually did this maybe not last year but the year before, and I did it right with like the styrofoam and everything, but I don't think I kept the styrofoam because I couldn't find it. So as you can see, I just shoved anything and everything inside the basket to get the tree to stand up, and it did not work. But I am going to go ahead and take that tree down to the basement, and I'll decorate that for whoever ends up staying in the basement over Christmas. And I put this skinny pencil tree up, that way I can just move the end chair to the corner and then the tree can be in the window. But we're gonna go ahead and finish off this dining room. It looks and feels so much better out here already.
A sunny day, but it's cold outside. It tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind. I'm all for a good start. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. I'm walking around making small talk with people that pass me by. I share a laugh, it gives me joy that everyone's having a good time. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. No.
At this point in the day, you will see that everybody is home, so it is much crazier. There's people everywhere, there's dogs everywhere, but I was determined to get my kitchen cleaned before we went to my daughter's concert on this particular night. So we are going to quickly clean up the kitchen. My kitchen needs a good deep cleaning. The cabinets, the drawers, the like inside the cabinets, everything needs a really good clean, and I have a few really fun ideas coming up for the new year. So hopefully in the next video or two, we will chat about that. But right now, we are going to start working on the kitchen, and I want to apologize now. Some of these shots, you can tell that my camera just does not have a wide enough lens, and the lighting, I'm still working on it. I did get a new camera back in February, I want to say, but then when I stopped filming, I've never actually filmed with this camera. So I'm just gonna have to get my settings right, figure out some lighting, and just kind of get everything tweaked. But we're gonna go ahead and get the island cleared off. I was trying to think of my future self. So I figured I needed to prioritize the kitchen over the living room, and I actually ended up filming the very next day. So I will have a part 2 pretty much to this video coming out soon. I just got to get it edited and finished up, and then I can post it for you guys.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna.
Yes, as you can tell, I still have fall glasses on my countertop. You guys, we're surviving, not thriving over here, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and fill up the soap container because this soap bottle has been on my counter way too long, and then I'm gonna do some dishes. And I've got to share that little My Mini. It is a small street taco size tortilla quesadilla maker. It is the coolest thing. My kids, they're getting a little tired of Taco Tuesday, I gotta say. And I found this at Walmart, and you use a street size taco shell. So I want to say it's like 5 inches, and it is the perfect size quesadilla for a kid. Usually I would use the bigger tortillas, and it just makes way too much, and everyone wants their own quesadilla. So this thing is perfect. It was like $12.50, I want to say, and I just added it to my Walmart order, and it has made taco nights much more fun for everybody.
It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow failed. I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not gonna wait. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show. Always got you on my mind, but I know this time you're on top of my list. Only wish. And as we decorate the tree, only you and me, I'll be making plans, make you understand. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow failed. I wanna have someone to hold.
While I go ahead and clean this stovetop, I wanted to check in and see how y'all are doing. It has been so long, and I have missed chatting with you guys in the comments. I have noticed a few people putting on videos like, when are you coming back? I miss you. And I am so sorry for just kind of disappearing. It has been a lot just mental health wise. I struggle a lot with anxiety and depression. I'll definitely have to get into that in another video because I do like sharing my experiences with everybody, and I am such an open book. It has just been a really hard year. I've been spending a lot of time painting, and that's really hard to video, and I honestly have just not felt like myself, and I have not felt like being in front of the camera. But I'm hoping I am out of that funk now that we kind of know what we're doing with the shed and we kind of have a path, even though everything could kind of change at any moment. I feel like I don't want to say given up, but I feel like I'm not as strung out about it, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm not going to be disappointed if the next step doesn't go how I envision it going, just because I know that what is going to happen is going to happen. God already has our plan, and He's only going to let things work if He knows it's time for things to work. So I just got to be patient, and I think in my heart, I know that now, and I'm just kind of letting Him guide us and control everything. I have officially given up control, you guys. Giving up control. I'm saying that now. But I'm pretty sure at this point my family was actually out in the car waiting for me, and I was like, I just need to get it mopped before we leave because I knew by the time we got home that I was going to be so tired. And yes, life with dogs, she just totally walked right on through that mop floor. But hey, at least it's better than what it was before. There's another dog, you guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for being here today. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for being here. You guys, I will see you in my next one. Bye.